I know. Gang, watching you over dinner right now. Can you say what's good, Zoe? She's zoned out next to me. Zoe, look out! Thank you for the $10. Hope she's not zoning out anymore. Thank you for that, Gavin. I appreciate you, brother. Fat. Thank you for the $2, dude. Appreciate you, man. I just imagine there's a poor Zoe that's just fucking had a heart attack right now. That'd be a funny twist. Ilya, by finish, they slag you off. Oban's going to win this weekend. Chat, I'm actually going to make a statement right now about Oban Elliot. I have a statement to make, chat. And let me know if I'm wrong or right, what you think. If Oban Elliot loses his fight this weekend, I'm terminating my channel off YouTube forever. I'll do it. I'm that confident in Oban Elliot winning. I'm so sure that Oban Elliot wins this fight, I'll terminate my YouTube channel if I'm wrong and if he gets KO'd. Now, yes, I may be saying this to just make it so the result of the fight is absolute cinema. But I'll end my channel forever if Oban Elliot loses his fight. That's what's on the line. That's what you have to pay attention for. And that's why we'll be tuning in to watch Oban Elliot do his thing against the Korean Mike Tyson. Impression of Pseudo doing his intro on his podcast. Hey, man, what for advert? Give me a second, guys. Thank you for the $2. Thoughts on CM Punk? Respect for getting in the cage? No. No respect for getting in the cage. If you know you can't fight, don't get in there and ruin it. You know what I mean? I respect people that get into the cage that actually know somewhat what they're doing, but no. No, I don't respect CM Punk for that, no. It's not brave to get into a cage if you're just okay with the fact that you're going to get beaten up. It's brave to get into a cage if you don't want to get beaten up and aren't happy with that result. He was more than happy to lose embarrassingly and have the moment of bravery. That's not bravery. Thank you for the $2. Anyway. Hey, man, what's up, man? What's up, guy? We got a guest on today, man. Thank you for the To Explain three-way makeout session with Drickus and... No, I didn't do a three-way makeout session with them. Thank you for the $5. Canelo's beating the fuck out of Crawford. Not too late to change your pick. I'm going to be real with you. And here's another one of my crazy takes that you guys ain't going to like. Crawford's going to school him. And it ain't even going to be close. He's going to win every round. Canelo might have a round or two where he gets a few shots off and they give it to him out of pity. This is going to be a fucking schooling. I'm telling you. Canelo's old, slow, and don't have the output. Don't have the output, dude. He's old, he's washed, he's slow. He's a chin merchant. True. None of his recent fights have been impressive whatsoever. He's getting out-volumed at range by Terence Crawford, and that's a fact. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Hey, Guru, forced my wife to watch your videos with me, and your female demographic now has a 0.1% increase. Thanks. Hope your night is going well. I saw someone post on Instagram. Someone's wife posted me on Instagram, and it was a video of their husband listening to me. It might have been you based on your profile picture, because you do look quite similar. Thank you for the $10. But yeah, someone posted a video of me. It might have been you based on your profile picture, because you do look quite similar. Thank you for the $10. But yeah, someone posted a video of me on their someone's wife posted on their Instagram story, and it was me. And their husband was laying there on the couch like this. And on their phone next to them, my voice was just playing, basically, while they were laying there, which was interesting. Would you spread your cheeks to Oban? No. With the certain shot and the multi-shot that he did as well. You guys don't know about that game. You should play the Third Age. Lord of the Rings, the Third Age. It's a good game. Why are people on Twitter calling Roundtree a creep and a weirdo on Twitter? Why? Oh, because he's in a cult. Thank you for the $5. He's in a cult with some weird evangelical people. Impression of Dominic cult. Yeah, he's in Dominic Cruz's evangelical cult that they're in. What's it called, chat? What's the cult called that Dominic Cruz and Khalil Roundtree are in? It's a pyramid scheme and an evangelical weird cult with like a really weird history and background to it. And is it like the Choice? Yeah, the Choice Center. That's what it's called. Yeah, the Choice Center, where you make a choice to be better. Yeah, really weird, guys. Impression of Anik as the announcer at his kid's high school graduation, spilling the beans on the graduates while they're accepting their diplomas. And here we have DeMarcus Cousins Jr. making his way to the podium tonight. He once beat up a dog. I don't know. Thank you for the 5. I can't do the... I don't know. It's risky. I'm making jokes about kids then, aren't I? Impression of Dillashaw telling Conor he'll never be a champ at a club in Ibiza. You'll never be a champion. Just gets hit by him. Would you get... Who would you get if you were in a... Who would you get if you were in a fight camp to train you? What do you mean? What I would do is I would train with Tom Aspinall directly, and I'd have Demetrius Johnson with his hand on his chin, pondering. That's all I want. So it'd be me and Tom Aspinall tussling like a pair of bulls, dude. Just fucking, you know what I mean? Head to head. Like a pair of rams, should I say. Not a pair of bulls, because that insinuates something else maybe. But a pair of rams. Just wild goats, dude. Horn to horn. Just fucking, we'll be going at each, locking horns, exactly. That's the reference I was looking for. Me and Aspinall just locking horns. The gym's going fucking, the gym's a mess, because we're just tossing each other around and fucking, I'm pushing him into a wall and he's saying, oh, go easy on me, mate. And, you know what I mean? And then we're, you know. And then, and I want Demetrius Johnson there sort of like, just like that, thinking what I could perfect and if there is anything I need to improve on, you know. Sounds gay. Yeah, I realized as I was describing the scenes of me and Aspinall grappling with each other that there's really no way of describing it that isn't gay. So actually, we're actually striking with each other in the gym. Hey, Guru, how do you reckon Joel Alvarez does at welterweight? Also, dude, the prices of everything is just absolutely fucking insane. I don't know about you guys. Unless it's for like a place to stay when it comes to renting somewhere, I won't pay over 1,000 for anything. Anyone else with me on that? That is where it just cuts off. I will not pay over 1,000 for anything. Like any one thing. I swear, when I bought those shoes when I was younger, it's the biggest mistake ever. And they were like 800 and something. And it's just like, dude, I genuinely will not pay over 1,000 for any good. Anything. No TV. A car is different. Yeah, I know. But cars, you know, houses, different stuff. But when it comes to like a transactional fee for like entertainment for the evening, or to go somewhere to enjoy yourself for the evening, or to buy something that will bring you joy, bro, it don't take over 1,000. That will cancel out the joy that it brings you, knowing that you spent over 1,000 on it, you know. Yeah, fair enough, yeah. Imagine paying for cable TV. Like me. Crazy stuff, yeah. What brings you joy? This is going to be the saddest answer ever, but I've been thinking about it more and more recently. Other people's demise. For some reason, really brings me joy. Other people's demise. Piggy, admit that you diddied me. I did not diddy you. UFC is so shit, I have become a baseball fan. I mean, that is saying something, to be fair. That is actually disgusting behavior. I might actually ban you for that. You've been here for 25 months. You know the fucking rules, mate. Fuck off. Top tier hater, yeah. Is the BJ... How about this? If Oliveira wins, I'll dye my hair blonde with different colored streaks in there and tips. And if Oliveira wins, I'll do it. You know? I'll dye my hair blonde, like anime style hair, and my hair's a lot longer now than it was when I met DJ. My hair grows like crazy. So I'll do, if, you know? If he wins, I'll dye it all and get it restyled and have, I don't want that look. But I'll do it if forced to from losing a bet. You know? But I don't want to do it. So I'm just saying, if Oliveira wins, I guess I'll pull off that look and go for that look that I've always wanted to try since I was 10 years old. You know what I'm saying? Bleached hair and a ginger beard. What a weird look that would be as well. That would be bonkers, mate. That should be fucking bonkers, like. then again, you know. We gonna find out Tuesday night. Remember when UFC used to have fight cards on Tuesdays? That's how good we fucking had it. You guys, people forget, man. Do you guys remember UFC Fight Island cards? In the middle of the week. It was on Wednesdays, right? Keita versus Ige, yeah. That's exactly what it was. Those were the days, dude. I miss them. No, that's not Contender Series. They used to have fight cards. And they were shit fight cards. They were current Apex level fight cards, basically. But they were literally so bad that they would put them in the middle of the week while having the UFC on ABC card on the weekend and then the pay-per-view on the other weekend. They would have like Chiesa Magni or Keita versus Ige in the middle of the week on top of it all. Insane. Cards were on Wednesday, yeah. People forget, man. You bailed the Twitter Spaces with Oban then? Yeah. I don't know. I just don't like going on Twitter Spaces, to be honest with you. I might do it more often moving forward, but I'm never up in time, man. I'm never up in time. This is all my life. My life is having to do something at 8 or 9 or 10 a.m. Like something that I have to do or be there for or be there to answer the phone for or be there to make a call to someone or be there to schedule something. And it's always between like 8, 9, 10, 11 a.m. And if it is that, then I'm just going to stay awake until then. And then do it. And then sleep after that. So I just need to leave this shit on. Thank you for the $1. No donations. Fuck you. Fuck you. Terminate Soyban's Twitter Spaces contract. Well, there's no contract for me and Oban, but we'll jump on if he wins. When he wins. ESPN removed all their UFC fights more than 2 weeks old. Guess the negotiations haven't gone well. You can say that again. God. Breakfast. Yeah, breakfast. Remember when McGregor said he'll be a billionaire and retire by 35? He's now 36, turning 37 soon. Damn, son. McGregor fumbled so badly, dude. So badly because he had such an opportunity. He didn't fumble it, but he could have been so much. He actually could have been a billionaire. I don't think he will be a billionaire in his 30s now. You know? But I think McGregor could have been a billionaire by now, man. If he just locked in behavior-wise and had none of these things and he was still had his stock in proper 12 and, you know, things like that. He just had, you know. I mean, MMA would be massive if he beat Khabib. But, you know, Khabib opened up MMA to a whole new market, so it is what it is. Do you really think Joe Rogan is gay? Why? I just think he's gay. McGregor is a very Irish story. It is a very Irish story, yeah. They're at their own demise. You know? Connor's Guru's age. He's 11 years older than me. I'm 26. Thank you very much. Yeah, he fucked up his part. Did Gaethje win round 1 against Khabib? I don't think so. I would say yes if he wasn't saved by the bell in an armbar, if I'm not mistaken. So before that moment, Gaethje was winning that round. But he got, in my opinion, saved by the bell from an armbar at the very end of the round. So I think that's what gave Khabib the round. He did kick Khabib's legs a lot. He did kick Khabib's legs a lot, but it didn't. It's not the same as him being nearly submitted and saved by the bell. But he could have won it. He could have won the round. It's still an argument. But I think that being saved, but from a submission that could be in to finish the fight is like, you know, it's a big deal. It's kind of weird that Nina's on a vacation with Marab. He's definitely smashing. Okay. The pressure alone beat Justin that round. Yeah, he pressured the fuck out of him. It's actually crazy how many people fumbled the Khabib fights. Isn't it crazy that Khabib never got KO'd striking like that in the UFC, though? Don't you think, chat? It's kind of a disaster in UFC history that Khabib never got flatlined. He almost should have been. the way he was striking, like none of these guys timed him. It's actually a fucking miracle, to be honest with you. That's why he retired young, probably. But there was other reasons, obviously, but yeah. Spinal fight, does that mean he's going to book Jones versus Pereira? I swear, I don't think he means he's going to move on and not have the Aspinall and move on with Jones to a different matchup. Should we listen to what Bryce Mitchell said about the fishing trip, chat? Shall I play the audio here? Let's play the audio of Bryce.
With MMA Guru. I saw your interview. I know he wants to come out to the States. Is that in the works? I know the focus is on the fight, but after the fight, any plans to do any fishing with MMA Guru?
It's in the works. He said sometime in July. If we have the time, we're going to make it happen. But I'm really, really looking forward to meeting him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully he comes out. He went to, obviously, to Washington to see Demetrius Johnson. So I think he's a man of his word. I think something will link up here pretty soon. It's pretty neat that all came together, right?
I'm excited about it. Yeah. And I'm calling my old buddy Bob, too. And Bob's best fisherman that I know, that I hang out with.
Okay.
He catches the most that anybody I know. He goes all the time. And he knows an old guy named Jerry, and they know, but Bob and Jerry, they know all the spots. So when Guru comes to town, I'm calling up Bob, and I'm going to say, hey, Mr. Bob, can you put me on some slabs, some big crappie, and bass brim? I don't care, just whatever's biting, and Bob will know where to go. So we're gonna put MMA Guru on some fish.
There we go. Moral of this interview: trust Bob. Bob knows what's up when it comes to fishing.
There you go, dude. I'm going to meet Bob and Jerry. And Bob's going to call Jerry. And, you know, Jerry might call Cindy Lou to come down, help us do some fishing. I'm looking forward, dude. Looking forward to it. It might not be when I originally said that it would be. It might actually be after his fight or sometime after. But I'm definitely doing it. Definitely doing it over the next few months at least. Maybe August, though, instead would be better for me than July. I just had a nuke dropped on me. A lot of responsibility dropped on me. I hate it. So I can't just zip off to America anytime soon over the next few weeks. But I will do it. We are definitely doing it, dude. I flew to South Africa to meet Drickus. I'm definitely going to go to America to meet Bryce. Come on, brother. Thank you for the $2. Guru's the only cunt who'd get that reference. Already read it. Yeah, dude. Looking forward to the fishing. Looking forward to meeting Bob and Jerry. People forget, man, Charles is a star and got his belt stripped for being... Basically, I've got to make sure everything's good. And I can't just zip off to America while I'm doing it, so, yeah. Bryce W. in Saudi, did you see Ariel talk about you on Tim's show? I did not see that. John is celebrating Pride Month, so he needs time. What's a nuke fat? More impressive, Demetrius Johnson's 12 title fight wins, or Pantoja's potentially cleaning out the toughest flyweight division in UFC history? How many defenses is Pantoja at now? Took the belt off Moreno. Didn't rematch Moreno, did he? Because he already has wins over him. Took the belt off Moreno. Defended against Royval. Defended against Urseg. Defended against Asakura. Now defending against Cara France. That'd only be 5. I think he's on 4 right now. So he's got 3 defenses and 4 title fight wins. That's not really that impressive when you think about it. You know, compared to Demetrius Johnson. You know, he's got to do it. I think if Pantoja gets to 6 or 7, we'll talk. You know what I mean? And then we can talk about, it doesn't have to be 12. It doesn't have to be 10 streak title defenses. If he defends against 6 or 7, they were way better comp. You know? Well, actually, not 6 or 7. If he beats Cara France and then gets like a good fresh name as a title defense, like a proper good new contender. The problem is, Pantoja is beating guys that we already know are not champion, even though they're great names, because they fought the same level of, they fought way better competition. They're not winners. You know what I mean? These guys aren't, I want a nice, fresh, up-and-coming contender to fight Pantoja for the title, you know? So I need to see that first. So if he defends this one and then beats another, I'd say, yeah, put him. You know, we'll start that conversation, but not yet. Not yet. People forget, man. Hang on a second. Thank you for the 17 months of membership. People forget, man. iDubbbz and H3 used to be funny. You know what? I never found them funny.